Hi there, signs of Leo. Leo, this is Kim. I hope you're doing good. I am here giving you a timeless reading this time. So, I need to make a playlist of timeless readings so that people can just go to them when they need them, when they think they need them. So, yeah, good idea. Thank you for being here with me. It's Palo Santo lit. Let's see what this is. This is going to be kind of like a quantum reading. I have my quantum tarot, I have the Cosmos Oracle, and I have Kim Krans alchemy deck. So, and I have sci-fi tarot. So I have a few different things to use, but this is to get you lined up on your quantum road to being a magician. So this is you stepping out of linear thinking, being able to have awareness of different possibilities, and like the magician, you realize that you are the thing that connects everything. So it's kind of a quantum feel to it. For Leo. And Leo, if you need a private reading, I do make them affordable. They start at $20 and go up from there, and I can fit a lot in a $20 reading. So if you need it, information is in the description box, and I'm going to be working on those as I go in between YouTube videos. That's what you're quantumly connecting to, huh? Ooh. Yeah. Yep. What is that song? The Dark Days Are Gone? Oh, the dark days are gone. The dark days are gone. I don't know how to sing that song. But, wow. Okay, so we have a really, really good reading. I have Venus energy, which is pleasure. It's pleasure. It's feeling good. It's associated with Aphrodite. It's associated with love. But this is big because you also have so many spiritual cards here. It's a lot. It's actually a lot for my energy right now because I'm feeling it like a surge of energy. Something here is going to help you transcend every kind of concern that you had that you were not feeling as good as you possibly could. Like, if that's a possibility, then why isn't that being tapped into? And so it is. It's going to be in a quantum way. You figure out how to transcend things. The Gospel of Mary might be something for you to look up, or the Gnostics, Thomas, the Gospel of Thomas. I'm only saying these because they're not in the original Bible. The one that they pieced together. And they talk a lot about how basically to transcend things on earth and to not fight with earthly things, because you're a quantum divine being who is meant to transcend. So any kind of system that tells you it has to be done in a linear way, like there are steps or there are certain things that you must do in order to achieve what you're wanting to achieve, whether that's a love, a romance of a lifetime, or having the material, the items that you want. It's about enjoying your experience here on earth, and that you are the master of all of this stuff. You were given control over everything and the ability to create and manifest from a quantum state, meaning it doesn't have to make sense from here to there. And oftentimes the things that we manifest in this energy of transcendence don't make sense. The answer is not going to come to you logically. This is organically, quantumly going to evolve for you. And this is what you're rising up from. So heaviness, the darkening energy. And I kind of like how it's right here at the root. So I'm getting that if you're watching this reading, not only are you tapping into that, I can manifest on a quantum way. It does not have to make sense. It will come to me. I am all of it. So therefore, I'm the one that makes the patterns. Believing is than seeing. And here we have an energy of oppression, of heaviness. So if you're watching this, there's something here happening with your root chakra where it's opening and it's flooding and it's getting you more grounded so that you're connected to efficiently to these upper chakras too. And then you transcend this energy. So you can feel how you want to feel. If you're wanting to change an external circumstance, you have the power to do that too. Remember, when we're seeing things that we don't like at the moment, it's usually a sign that we're projecting, meaning we're projecting like who we are onto a certain thing. And so the goal is to transcend that which you see. Even if it's something that which you want to change, kind of acknowledge that and let it pass without judgment. That's usually the key, without judgment, because with judgment we're overly identifying with something. So I have this beautiful Neptune energy here too, which is like you are really in connection. See that the hands representing what we manifest, what we create, the hands. It's connected to spirit, to an energy that is like a higher power, connected to it all the times. This is really having faith in all that is mysterious. A spiritual miracle might come into your life. You may transcend a health concern or worry. And maybe it's a mental health concern or worry with this darkening card. And through your spirituality, through your belief that it can be a different way, it becomes just that other way. So I love that. And then the androgen. It's just thrown in here. Another beautiful card to get. Last message I did for Leo, I believe there were 2 roses. They were both blue that showed up. So the blue rose. So blue, just the color blue, we think of like clarity, intellect. We can think of spirit, right? Sky. It's kind of spirit in the sky kind of energy there. What a good song. The spirit in the sky, where I go. And anyway, okay, so this spider is dropping down because it has a promise here. It's made to you, like you've done so many webs in your life. They get put up, they get taken down, but you just become so masterful at weaving your web. And this spider is about to weave a web of prosperity directly from its dharma, its life purpose, to create something that has never been created, in the sense that it has no name. You can't name it. And again, not logical, but it's going to create something new that eventually will be given a name. You're the one that's going to give it, though. You're the one that is going to name this new creative thing that comes in. It may bring together different people in your life too. I mean, we have the 2 birds here. They kind of look like cranes, like a red crane, or is a red herring. I don't know. It kind of looks like, maybe that's a fish. Anyway, if you know what kind of bird that is, it's some kind of, reminds me of the crane, or something that you would actually see like by an ocean, like or by water. I don't know. We have night and day, duality, but when there is no name to it, when it has no label, and it's something you're just creating from this state of imagination, which your imagination is all of those possibilities. That's where it's born from. It's creativity. And we have 2 rainbows here. And the rainbow is a promise of a good, happy future, a good time. Let's pull from the Cosmos Oracle. Sublimination. Leo, if you're seeing this, it means you're about to take flight in some way. transcend the limitation of some heavier energies. You'll be vibing so high, you're still part of the one, but it just can't touch you. It can't reach you in that state. Oh, yeah. I love it. This is entropy. This is you coming out of entropy. What is entropy? Entropy is when things kind of don't make sense. It's so interesting how this is tying into a reading that I just did for just a client, but I have to say it. This is what it looks like basically when something hasn't been, like a light, if you think of a light wave, if it's not observed and if there's not focus or attention onto what that can be made into, then it's all looking like chaos or entropy. It looks like this. No pattern, no coherence, no nothing, no, just disorder, right? So you're the person who's like the magician, connecting the dots as you see fit, based in a quantum way of how you want to make order or coherence for yourself out of this energy. That's how you transcend it too. Just a very simple way is to say that you find the opportunity even in the darkest of times. You find the opportunity like a chaos witch or warlock, meaning that you can work with that energy very well. You would succeed in a time like this. So I think they're saying for you to stay in this darkening energy would be like you accepting entropy with no focus, no direction, and chaos everywhere. And that's just something that's not going to happen. You will transcend it. Black hole. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come, won't you come? Soundgarden. Maybe you like Soundgarden. That's a song that's come into my mind because of this black hole sun, won't you come, won't you come? This is a project or energy you can devote all to. You give it all to. It's your ultimate focus. Nothing really nothing can escape your focus here when we have this black hole energy. And the solar zenith is alignment. It's alignment with the sun. It's alignment, meaning alignment here with all of your chakras. The energy flowing really good. You have a great point, and it's straight to divinity right now. So you're on track with knowing of purpose and of how to make the best out of your energetic body here. This black hole says no person or no thing should be able to cut off your light flow. It's just an advice that they give in the book. And so we could look at this. We can look at this darkening card and say that if there is a period where you felt overcome by this energy and that it was stopping your shine, it was not making you feel like you had any energy to shine, then it took too much and nothing deserves that much of your energy. So, again, I'm picking up on miraculous healing for certain states of mind, even, of being in this energy or consciousness. Solar zenith. Beyond the mind. Connection to the heavens. In a very it says, not only did the sun rise for you, but is in perfect balance with your being, beyond the mind. Beyond the mind. That helps you transcend things. When you know that everything is beyond the mind, everything is created beyond what we call matter or mind. It's consciousness. An interaction with light waves. And it's pretty miraculous. I'm just grabbing this deck now. I don't know. I didn't have a question in mind. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. There's something here really about finances and your pentacles and having a choice of how you want to work with this energy. Especially if the energy with finance and career and things like that, especially during a time when everything's like changing and it seems like pure chaos, there's a different way to work with the energy, and this is representing that different balance and that change of how to work with it. And I think you figure it out. Like I said, I think you figure out a pattern for yourself that just works. That might not make sense to others, but it's going to put you at the top with the King of Pentacles. It's going to put you at the top of you will have enough money to take care of your finances or be good on the material realm so that you could even support or take care of others too. This is someone people look up to for how they mastered this physical realm. How did they transcend it? Because that person reached mastery level. And you see even Saturn is pictured on it because that represents our money and sometimes our restraints. Sometimes it's the infinite possibilities of money. You've mastered all of that. Time. Well, you have a strong clarity, a very intellectual gift, your thought, your mind, your awareness. The Ace of Swords. It's almost like a crystal ball here, it looks like, with a lightning bolt on this knife or this sword, right? The sword is an extension of one's power, of one's strength. It was, looked at, if you were somebody a long time ago and you actually had a sword for your family, then you had some kind of extra power, right? And that's what they're saying this is. This is extra power. And I have this lightning bolt. It's like, it's just, to me, it's saying intellect, ability to have maybe various scintillations or flashes of light, of knowing, of epiphanies, many of them, through your intellect, through your consciousness, your awareness of it. Brilliant ideas just come to you easily because your belief was like a door, each one that you set for yourself. And we have a belief, then we're holding a door open in which something can come through. If we don't have if we don't think something can happen for us, or we don't believe in this ability to transcend these hard energies, then we've closed the door to that possibility, right? So this is you opening the door through your consciousness, through the way that you think. Five of Cups, sad energy with this darkening card. This is the energy that they say has taken too much of your space with the Five of Cups. This has to do with things in our past, things that we would have changed, or in ways that we were hurt, people that we have mourned and lost, sadness. But it's associated with the black holes. That means it's taken too much of your energy at this point. So it's time to find a new pattern. Five of Pentacles. So much worry here. Fives are associated with changes, unpredictability, kind of conflicting energy. And with the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, there has been way too much worry over the things that we don't have or that we feel that we are lacking in. even worry or concern about not being able to completely fit into a system that is not even working anymore. Don't feel bad if you're on the outside of something that is in pure disarray right now, like entropic. Be glad you're in that space of an outsider if you feel like you might be, because you have nothing to worry about. You will transcend all of this. So tell me about more about how they can transcend this energy. More information. Because right now, all they're giving me is that Leo's energy they've spent or invested into worry, anxieties, or sadness has taken up too much space. Yeah. This is the duality they're saying. With the tidal force, this is the duality of this contrast that you can experience here. And it always moves. It always goes in a different direction. It's always changing. But they're wanting you to go with the flow of changes that are coming in here. And to understand, there's something with the celestial uterus and the parallel universes. There's a choice point that is going to be made. What do you want to see? And then that belief first. This is you getting lined up little choice by little choice in the reality that you're wanting to birth. And it's realizing that you're already connected with that pattern. Now it's just about the choices that get you there, the little ones each day. So one choice point could be getting out of bed even if you don't feel like it. Or deciding not to worry so much about earthly tangible things and more focus on what you want to create that is actually going to bring you the abundance and stability that you need. Making your own order out of some sort of disordered system at this time. So this is already this is already being born, this choice that allows you to transcend these worries and this heaviness and this sadness. Now it's just little choice by little choice that lines you up. You have 555 in your reading. And 4. Wow. And a 4 of swords. You have 555. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the place of manifestation. If you want, I feel like in a quantum way, you're able to see that this can all unfold for you in an amazing way. And this is saying that like you are almost there. If you want to look at it linear wise, you're almost halfway there. Now we have to get past a point of unpredictable changes. But know that if 555 shows up in your reading, there is inevitably going to be a change of path here. A change of course. 4 of Swords, asking you to tap in. Take a time out, a break. This is what those types of energies that are really complicated to figure out, it's what they can do to the mind, is make it feel overly exerted or tired or exhausted just because of the changes going on. Tell me more. Tell me about how this change comes about. How, in a linear way, does this change come about? Justice. And the 6 of Wands. Ooh, and the Empress. Because I like the Empress with this celestial uterus card. Yeah. So, the Empress is the one who would know that they're deserving. They're over all of the queens, right? So they're going to receive what they birth. They're going to see what they created, and it is going to be fruitful. It will be beneficial for others, for you to be successful. That's how I look at the Empress, as somebody who will ultimately be able to help others with their own success. That makes them wildly successful. And this Justice card is talking about, I feel like it's talking about your choice point, bringing balance and truth. The scales being balanced, you living in your truth as you are the Empress, you are the one that births the new reality, the new experience. Not the restraints and the limits. Those might be there, but there's still dots that you can use and connect even in this energy for this. That's what makes you special. That's what makes you be able to live like in your truth here with Justice, is that you know this about yourself. It is your truth. And Six of Wands is your card here, Leo, with, you know, just being very victorious and achieving something big. It's victory. I have another card that says it's ascendance on it. The Six of Wands. Let's see what that other deck wants to do when we ask a little bit more about this big time achievement. Now you have 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So tell me more about this achievement, what they're going to be very successful about. Page of Cups, a new emotionally fulfilling start. A makeover to the whole situation, whether that be a new start in a relationship, a new start in a job or a career. It's going to be successful. Another 6. Yeah, so they're telling you you're creating with your thoughts, your feelings, your energy, your emotion, everything you're creating with. You have it all to create with, because you're the magician. That's the way you should always look at every single energy, is can be used for manifestation. And so you're bringing in success. 6 of Pentacles. Somebody may even have a gift for you or something to offer you. But I see success and a greater good mentality here. The 8 of Swords is any kind of limitation, and I usually compare the 8 of Swords to other energy around you that would have you be in your head. Oh, you have to do it a certain way, or it has to evolve in a linear fashion, the way that things have always been, or the way that you can achieve something. There's all these thoughts of, okay, well, so I can't do this because of ... and they just become obsessive more about in ways you feel restricted. And the goal is that it is you're thinking and not trying not to identify too much with the patterns that have been put in place that will make you feel fear for even thinking about trying something a different or a new way. And there you find your freedom. And your curious nature is going to bring you to this celebration, 4 of Wands, where you're like, we've done things that you came here to do. 1111 card, path and purpose. Page of Swords. Could be that other people are also curious about you, watching you, studying you in some way. But applying just to yourself, it's your own curiosity. You want to figure out more, find out more. There must be more than this 8 of Swords mental prison. And there is. And this is you being successful at figuring that out for yourself. Nice. 19, which is the number of the Sun card, which is your energy. It says, I'm a pioneer. This is what you're here to do then. Independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and work, and you aren't afraid to take the big risk to achieve the life you desire. I am a pioneer. So that's what I have for you, Leo, today. I'm sending you light and love. Thanks for joining me as always. Bye.